Polly P works here. Yes, 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 we've done it. So January 13th is when the One Piece anime is going to start airing new episodes from the Egghead arc on Netflix. One Piece now is going to be streaming on a big service like Netflix. Boys, this is it. I have to say this. Even though I had my opinions about the One Piece live action adaptation and where I don't think they've done things well, they've done a lot of good for the franchise as a whole. And Netflix would have been foolish not to jump on One Piece, seeing as how the One Piece live action adaptation is their #1 rated show. And I can't wait to see what happens next, because either one, it's going to be a horror show, because once you get into like even the Twin Capes with Laboon, the CGI budget is going to start getting higher and higher. So I'm shook, but we'll see what happens. But all in all, the live action has done more good than bad, and I'm happy about that. Shout out to the team, even though the marketing was weird and some statements were weird, and I don't know where things are going to go. I am happy that things have worked out for the best. So shout out to everybody for doing a good job, because the job was good. People like it. And I will give them their credit in saying, out of all the versions of the East Blue that we have, the live action adaptation is the best version of it that's not the manga. So shout out to them for that. We'll see when the One Piece comes out, the other anime adaptation. Can't wait to see how that pans out. That's also going to be on Netflix. And then I believe this month is when we're going to see the Ryuma anime. So that's going to be cool. That's going to be cool. Can't wait to see how that shakes out. But yeah, this is great news. I'm very excited. I did get around to watching One Piece episode 1089. The intro was gas. The intro was lit. One thing I did notice on Reddit, because someone pointed it out, it was user VegYT, because they posted this screenshot with all the Luffy outfits and listing where they're from. The funny part about this is that there are two Dressrosa outfits. There's Dressrosa Coliseum and then just plain Dressrosa, like when he's fighting Doflamingo, right? The Dressrosa Coliseum one technically isn't an active outfit. That version of the Dressrosa Coliseum outfit is when Luffy was enamored by all the gear and started putting a bunch of stuff on. But when he was informed of the weight limit, he had to take all of that off. So I find that very cool and very funny that they added that version of the Dressrosa Coliseum outfit in the intro. That's cool. That's absolutely amazing. And of course, Afro Luffy is back. We love Afro Luffy. Afro Luffy is great. Many of my homies on YouTube love Afro Luffy. I love Afro Luffy. He's amazing. And even like the Shibodi outfit, or Sabodi, excuse me, Sabodi. Even the Sabodi outfit with the Captain John bracelet thing he got from Moria. That's there. That's super cool. Super cool. Man, that was a good intro. It really was. I really am interested, though, as to why they spoiled the whole arc. It was lit, though. It was lit. But they spoiled the entire arc for anybody who's going to watch it. Oh, that's funny. But yeah, you had Law versus Blackbeard, Gear 5th versus Lucy. It's all good stuff. It's all good stuff. I just find it funny that they didn't go ahead and spoil most of it. So I guess where it's ending off at is around 1089 or 1090, because I want to say we get a shot of Bonnie touching the memory bubble. So it's around there, I guess, where the anime cuts off, which that's going pretty far, actually. But then, like, a lot of Egghead, which I can't wait to see it animated. But a lot of Egghead is kind of trailing off into other events, like the Kobe stuff, mostly the Kobe stuff. I'm trying to think, what's the other event? It's slipping my mind. Oh no. Oh yeah, the Law stuff, the Law versus Blackbeard stuff, right? The Kobe stuff and the Law versus Blackbeard stuff. Can't wait to see Beppo Sulong. Oh, that's going to be lit. Beppo Sulong is going to be simply exquisite. It's going to be amazing. Can't wait to see it. But I am really pleased about how things are turning out. It's great. One Piece fans are truly eating. There are no bad signs ahead. Everything is looking up. And I'm so happy that now we're getting the attention that so many other series have had in the past. It's due. And a lot of people are discovering just how good One Piece is. And then the new anime and One Piece being more consistent now on Netflix is going to totally prove that. I do hope they do start investing in the dub though, because the dub is so far behind on Netflix in reflection to where it's actually at. Because the last time I heard news about the dub, they were in Onigashima. So that's weird. It's weird that they don't update the dub on Netflix. Very strange. I don't even think they're in the time skip on Netflix. I don't know if that has something to do with One Piece airing on Cartoon Network during Toonami time. But I mean, hey, Netflix is doing so well with the show that they've got to put their foot on the gas with that, because I can't see why you wouldn't have the series in its entirety. Since you are having Egghead show up week to week on Netflix, I can't see, and you have to go to Crunchyroll or anywhere else for that now. It's just right on Netflix. I can't see why they wouldn't update the One Piece folder and put all of what's been recorded for the dub in the One Piece folder, as well as just have the latest episode that has aired in Japan. I don't see why they don't do that, but we'll see how things pan out. But I do have optimism that will eventually happen, because it would be very convenient to have the dub in its entirety, or wherever they're at, available at the ready on Netflix. It really would. And it would really improve viewership, I feel, because not everyone hates the dub. I like the dub. I think the dub is great. And it's only improved as time has gone on. So shout out to all the people who work on the dub, especially like Brooke and Luffy. They're great. Love Brooke. Love that he does like a Jack Skellington-like impression. Fits him very well. Loved him since Strong World. He's great. Frankie's great. They're all great. They're all great guys. I love them. The performances are immaculate. Love them all. So yeah, I just would hope that they do start updating more, since they see the value that One Piece brings to the platform. They really should invest, because it is good and people are interested. The one thing that scares me though, moving forward with the live action, is Drum Island. Drum Island scares me immensely, simply because of Chopper and Wapple. Chopper is a nightmare to think about, because you have this reindeer freak, which I don't think Oda was joking with that one sketch he did of him. I think that's real. Because that came out of nowhere for nobody. And I don't know. That could just be how he looks, which will be unnerving as all get out. I can't deal with that. And not only that he turns into like this Yeti freak on top of that, and all this done realistically is going to be a nightmare. Also, his hands in hybrid form. How do you do the cartoon Powerpuff Girl wave your hand over something to grasp it in a live action setting? So he'll just have like hoof fingers, like a Monster Point, if that's the case. I don't know. That's a nightmare to think about. I ew. Very ew. I can't even process that right now. And then Wapple eating things is going to be awful, because his mouth extends out when he chomps onto something big, and he eats himself. Like, people forget that about Wapple. He ate himself during Drum Island. Disgusting. Also, one thing to think about, I know we're talking about a lot of stuff in this video, but one thing to think about that I wonder if they'll do, and this is a question for both the live action adaptation and the One Piece anime remake. Are they going to have Blackbeard invading Drum Island and show Wapple's first escape? Because that's something that has not been touched upon in the manga yet, despite that being a very seemingly significant event, has never been covered. forward. So I wonder, are they going to touch upon that somewhere? Like either in the new anime that's coming out or in the live action adaptation when they get the drum? Because that is some grounds to get Blackbeard out there if either one of them want to really start to develop Blackbeard early to get the people in. Seeing as how if he's not the end antagonist, he's close to the end. Speaking about end antagonists, Emu's destruction of the Lulusia Kingdom was crazy. The Mother Flame or the Mother Frame, beautiful animation. It looked like a horror movie. Fantastic. I cannot express how well that was done. And people were saying that they didn't like the look of the Egghead Island arc and how it's being shaded or whatever. I enjoy it. I think it's very lively and festive, which is going to be a great contrast to the terrible, terrible things that happen later. So yeah, no, good on them. Good on them. I love the style. I love the style. So much life, so much soul in these episodes so far. I'm really digging it. But the cinematography has jumped up like leaps and bounds since we entered Wano. So I have had nothing bad to say about the anime. I've been enjoying it off and on over the past year, and I've been very impressed. So yeah, that's all I have for you today. I'm very optimistic for the future, despite my previous opinions about the One Piece live action adaptation. I am happy about the work that's done, and I'm really excited for One Piece on Netflix starting January 13th. Cool stuff all around. All right, give me your thoughts.